Earth ensnared a drifting moon. According to the capture theory, the moon formed elsewhere in the solar system and happened to hurtle past Earth at just the right moment. As a result, Earth's gravitational field captured the moon and brought it into orbit. Scientists now believe an object as large as the moon would have broken apart or bounced off after encountering the forces surrounding Earth. They also consider it unlikely that conditions would have allowed such an auspicious meeting. Earth and the moon were twins. The condensation or co-accretion hypothesis states that the moon and Earth were born at the same time, sprouting from a single cloud of material within the original nebula that created the entire solar system. This event would have taken place shortly after the Big Bang some 13 billion years ago. If co-accretion formed Earth and the moon, however, gravitational forces would have fused both celestial bodies, or they would share more basic characteristics. Experts now think 2 moons crashed to form one. In a study published last August, researchers speculated about another major milestone in the moon's very early history, one that might account for its 2 very different faces. The near side of the moon is low and flat, while the far side is high and mountainous. The paper posited that a tiny second moon once orbited Earth before slamming into its sibling, roughing up the larger satellite's surface. Scientists had previously believed that gravitational forces created the far side's highlands. Either way, Washington realized soon after that it probably wasn't a good idea to fly a flag resembling that of the enemy, Leapson says. The Second Continental Congress was busy drafting a constitution known as the Articles of Confederation, seeking an alliance with France and supplying the war effort. But on June 14, 1777, it took time from its schedule to pass a resolution stating that the flag of the United States be 13 stripes, alternate red and white, and that the Union be 13 stars, white in a blue field, representing a new constellation. To this day, no one knows who designed the flag or why that particular color combination and pattern were chosen. Although legend holds that Betsy Ross made the first American flag in 1776 after being asked to do so by Washington. Primary sources backing up that assertion are scarce. It was almost unheard of for individuals to fly the U.S. flag until the Civil War broke out in 1861, at which time the stars and stripes suddenly became a popular symbol in the North, according to Leapson. This is the beginning of what some people call the cult of the flag, the almost religious feeling that many Americans have for the red, white and blue, he says. In 1870 the Betsy Ross legend took off when her grandson held a press conference touting her possible role in sewing the first flag, and the earliest flag protection laws appeared not long after. Meanwhile, in 1885, Wisconsin teacher Bernard Sigrand originated the idea for a National Flag Day. In 1912, President William Howard Taft signed an executive order that, for the first time, clarified what the flag should look like. Up until then, some flags were oddly proportioned, Leapson explains, or even had 6 or 8-pointed stars. 4 years later, President Woodrow Wilson issued a proclamation officially establishing a nationwide observance of Flag Day on June 14, the anniversary of the Flag Resolution of 1777. And in 1949, President Harry Truman signed legislation designating June 14 of each year as National Flag Day. Though Flag Day is not a federal holiday, the U.S. government encourages its citizens to display Old Glory outside of their homes and businesses. The tradition is not widely observed, however. To most folks, unfortunately, Flag Day is not on their radar screen, Bus says. Feel free to leave a comment below. Thank you for following. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to stay updated with hot news every day.